The body has limitations, the mind does not. We focus so much on what goes on from the neck down that we forget it all starts from here. Everything starts from here. If you're not mentally ready, you're never really physically prepared. And that's where the preparation starts. I firmly believe that everybody in this room, everybody on this planet has a gift. It's your job to figure out what that gift is. Then it becomes your job to decide whether you're going to act on that or not. Everyone sees the work that you put in, but it's what you don't see is going to determine how far you're going to get. I hear stuff all the time. People say, oh, look in the mirror and you'll see why you're not succeeding. I don't believe that, okay? It's what you don't see in the mirror. That's what's holding you back. It's what you're not willing to see is why talent is not enough. And when you finally see it and accept it and decide to work on it, then you can take that next level.
Your way.
It is completely in your control and it's completely identifiable. And it's only when people don't want to believe that very simple truth. And if you guys know Occam's razor, right? The simplest answer is usually the right answer. The simplest answer is probably not some big conspiracy against you or the department that you're in or whatever. It's you're not doing a good enough job. Steve Martin wrote a book called Be So Good They Can't Ignore You.
Here I had a problem watching pornography, and it became this huge monster that I couldn't control. And I would never admit it. God was looking at me saying, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah. And finally, I went to God. Finally, I said, no, I'm not okay. I am not okay. And when that pride broke down, when all of that melted, God was like, now I can change you. You get real with God. You and Him alone. You have to get real. Let God tell you and speak to you. And you share your brokenness, share your issues, share your whole heart. Because you think, sometimes you think you are, but I really wasn't doing that until I was broken down.
I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. Fall forward. This is what I mean. Reggie Jackson struck out 2,600 times in his career, the most in the history of baseball. But you don't hear about the strikeouts. People remember the home runs. Fall forward. To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did. Les Brown's a motivational speaker. He made an analogy about this. He says, imagine you're on your deathbed, and standing around your deathbed are the ghosts representing your unfulfilled potential. And they're standing around your bed, angry, disappointed, and upset. So don't be afraid to go outside the box. Don't be afraid to think outside the box. Don't be afraid to fail big, to dream big. But remember, dreams without goals are just dreams.
You're simply never going to achieve your goals. You're never going to be the person that you want to be if you are a slave to your desires. Doing difficult things requires discipline. Doing difficult things requires patience. And not being able to control your impulses shows a lack of both. If you constantly live in monkey brain mode where you're basically like, oh, I hungry, I eat, video games fun, I play, naked girl pretty, I touch pee-pee. If that's where your brain is at, good luck achieving any of your goals. The person you're going to have to become to achieve the goals you want can't be controlled by short-term impulses like this. Otherwise, you're just going to find yourself running on the hamster wheel, unable to get anything done, and your goal will always remain a dream.
You know, one of the things that human beings underestimate dramatically is their capacity to get great at something if they're totally immersed in it, totally laser focused on something. But as I've coached the very high-end athletes in my life, the top business people and entertainers, I can tell you that most people underestimate what total obsessive laser focused really is and what it looks like, because you are way more powerful than you know you are if you went crazy, psycho, obsessed, laser focused on anything, even something you're totally ill prepared for.